are getting to Madhya Pradesh, and let's take a look at the regions of Madhya Pradesh. First, we'll start with the Malwani region. Malwa-Nimar region coming up on your screens, ladies and gentlemen, and garam ho gaya hai machine. Well, oh my God, talk about cliffhangers. Yeah. Just talk about cliffhangers, and Malwa-Nimar is 32 to 36 for the Congress party, 31 to 33 for the BJP.
We'll give it some background, Navika. Yeah. This is a region जहाँ पे कहते हैं कि मध्य प्रदेश में सफेद सोना उगता है, cotton. ये बहुत cotton rich region है मध्य प्रदेश का, and it's actually been a BJP stronghold. This is also the area from where their former president Mr. Kushabau Thackeray came. But here, if the BJP is going to get a contest like this from the Congress, then overall it looks at पूरे स्टेट में कंटेस्ट हो सकता है
पूरे स्टेट में
ट्राइबल रीजन इट्स आल्सो द ट्राइबल रीजन
इट हैज अ फेयर डील ऑफ ट्राइबल सीट्स इन द एरियाज ऑफ रतलाम एंड मंदसौर
and the last election also Congress had not done too badly is what we are told.
Yes, so let's take a look at the comparison between last election and this Congress. 2018 35 it got even then, and 34 this time, 28 to 32. Now if this is the bellwether, it's actually going up for the BJP much more than for the Congress party.
Absolutely.
And therefore, is anybody putting out bets? Navika, we're taking bets right now, Smita Prakash, with this.
This is the region which was very crucial, because this is where Kamal Nath had said that, told the tribals that you know the Congress is your natural place to be. Your natural home is the Congress. But the tribals don't like to be taken for granted. They did not like it the last time. They don't like it this time. What worked against the BJP here is that the number of arrests which were happening for petty crimes, and then they were not coming out of jail. That is what the Congress said, that tumko hum sab jail se bahar nikalenge, humko vote de do. So that is where you know that
atrocities, the SAC atrocities was something that was invoked, and that's something that the Congress.
And also, you know, some things is like, you know, the POXCO Act. Now there are many people, the tribals, who don't know these kind of laws. So, you know, promiscuity, they are sleeping around or whatever you want to call it, and then they get into jail. They don't realize that under the POXCO Act, you cannot get out now. You're there for life inside. You know, so these are things which because not knowing the law is not something that you can get away with. That's
okay. So Malwa-Nimar, and it's really poised. Let's introduce our panel at this moment, and joining us at this moment is, of course, Jai Mruk continues to be with us, Smita Prakash, editor ANI, on the panel, Tehseen Poonawala. As I always say, my only friend in the Congress, apart from the suspended leader Sanjay Jha. Also, we have Tushar Gupta, who's studied Madhya Pradesh very well, been on the ground. Also on the show tonight is Sabha Naqvi, very old colleague, R. Rajagopalan. Good evening, Mr. Rajagopalan. Okay. And thank you for joining the show. Tuhin Sinha, national spokesperson of the BJP. Abbas Haider, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Dharamveer Choudhary, political analyst, supports the BSP. Varun Purohit, leader of the Congress, also joins the debate. But first, let's take a look at the Madhya Pradesh numbers. Malwa-Nimar region we've already seen. Let's go now to the next. This is the Mahakoshal region, and again neck and neck. 19 to 22 to the Congress, 17 to 19 to the BJP. Yeah. So both areas marginal 1 or 2 seats ahead. Congress.
Absolutely. Dekho, Mahakoshal is the region, Jabalpur and the tribal areas around. Pichli baar, last time the Congress did substantially better there. In fact, Mahakoshal has Chhindwara, the seat of Mr. Kamal Nath.
Yes.
So Mahakoshal and Chambal of area of Mr. Scindia were driving the Congress victory. Right now, the story here in Mahakoshal is that BJP is actually sort of played catch up here. You know, it's tried to narrow the gap with the Congress.
So what does this mean for Mr. Kamal Nath? If this is his area, if this is Chhindwara and the entire region where he's supposed to have a lot of influence, and he's trying to win the entire state. So if in his own area of influence, if the BJP has managed to play catch up, what is the implication for the rest of the state?
Read also the BJP's larger strategy. Now, the GGP, which has a sizable presence here, Gondwana Ganatantra Party, it allied with the BSP and sort of tried to make it a triangular contest. That might have inadvertently worked in favor of the BJP.
I would want to see whether the caste census that the Congress had been talking about, whether that really works. So we need to look at the next region again, and let's, okay, Mahakoshal, let's see who's gaining how much. Okay, we missed. Okay, Mahakoshal, let's look at the comparison.
Absolutely.
24 to 20, BJP gaining 13
This
to
is what
18.
I told you. The BJP has narrowed the gap. ये 20 से 18 का gap
So
एकदम कम है.
BJP is gaining. So
This is the rural
I don't,
area, right?
I'm
This is the
not
rural
seeing
belt.
any.
Jabalpur
Tribal
and
belt,
rural.
Yeah.
Jabalpur
Yeah.
and
Tehsil
rural.
Punawala.
Here you're talking about all those Ladli Behna schemes and things like that. which
Tehsil
must have-
Punawala,
More
that's
so
the
the
question.
Adivasi
One minute, Jemro.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, both regions, we've seen the Congress coming down slightly ahead of the BJP and the BJP actually going up in both regions, Malwa-Nimar as well as Mahakoshal. Is that sounding very confident of the Congress, you know, making gains and making the government? How are you looking at
I
these
am
numbers?
still sticking my neck out. I'm saying, and I respect these are the exit polls, I respect Jay, but the momentum is the Congress, 130 plus for the Congress. I'm still sticking my neck out.
You're sticking your neck out. 130 plus.
130 for the Congress was to happen, they would have cracked the Malwa-Nimar region. That was where the maximum gains for the Congress should have happened. The BJP, since October, and we discussed these numbers in October also, the BJP is the one that has made significant gains. And I'm using the word significant here, not even slight gains. So 130 plus at the moment for the Congress looks nearly impossible.
Okay, let's take a look at the next region, which is the Gwalior-Chambal region. Gwalior-Chambal region, Congress ahead 18 to 20, 13 to 15 to the BJP, 0 to 1 to the others. This is the region Jyotiradity Scindia comes from. Has this helped, Tushar, has this helped the BJP?
Absolutely. Absolutely it has it. Again, gains, significant gains from October, Navika. We're looking at 6 to 10 seats.
Okay,
for
let's
the
take a look at the
Gwalior-Chambal.
last election. Let's compare it to the last election. 7 last time, 14 this time. 26 down to 19.
But then they went to BJP and they won the seat.
My
So this is incorrect.
my friend, 26 was
Correct.
when Jyotiradity Scindia was with the Congress
True,
party.
but
so
then-
his exit has improved the BJP's chances 100%. 7 seats last time, 14 seats.
Can I ask
And it
you when
has
Jyotir
hurt the
went, how much did
Congress
the
party.
seats go up to? From 7? Because he won the by-elections, right? His people.
Yeah.
So that went up, so they haven't gained. I know this area. They're either on 14 again.
We are talking
we're
of
talking of
2018.
2018.
We are not
Yeah,
talking of
2018.
To be
2018.
fair to Tehsin, I'll give you the numbers. Tehsin, to be fair to you, I'll give you the numbers. जब ये MLA चले गए, ये 7 से 16 हुआ था. तो actually 2 down है.
They are actually down in this seat.
दो down.
We are talking about 2018. It went down. True. It went down in the opinion polls. The BJP has made a huge recovery, and the exit of Jyotiradity Scindia has hurt the Congress. I mean,
it's hurt the BJP. I'm again saying
How
because
is it
while
possible? How is it hurt
I'll
the
explain
BJP?
to you. Because while Jyotiraditya added numbers in the by-elections to the BJP, those numbers have not come back. They've stayed constant, or they've perhaps lost since then.
But
Marginally
Congress
lost.
has
But they
marginally
marginally
lost
lost.
those numbers.
Sabah Naqvi. 1 minute. I need to get in Sabah Naqvi. Has the BJP gained from Jyotiradity Scindia and Congress lost? Yes or no? It's a simple question.
I think it's a borderline answer. I would give it. It's not as big as a figure as Jyotiradity Scindia is made out to be. It is. He's not a power. He's not some heavyweight. You were there. You covered the election in the Lok Sabha, and I remember you coming back and saying that people were saying he's going to lose, and he lost the Lok Sabha election. And now after this, I mean, yeah, there was a breakaway done, and when that happens, then the MLAs, when they re-stand, then the ruling party, they end up winning. So this is not some great show by him. What is interesting is what is happening in Mahakoshal and all of that. That is what Shivraj and the traditional BJP apparatus is fighting back. That if it goes the way your trends are showing, I would not give any special credit to Jyotiraditya. I would give it to the old BJP over there.
I'll just qualify Sabah and Tehsin, both of them. In the 22 by-polls that happened, there's one number statistic that's interesting. The BJP won most of the seats. The Congress still polled 41% of the votes, which means that the Congress actually sort of tided over the setback of
Which is
Jyotiradity
what
Scindia.
happens in Madhya Pradesh for both of them.
Yeah.
They keep their vote share regardless of who forms the government. It's neck to neck as far as their vote share is concerned. How many convert it into seats is what forms the government. So here, but then they won back their seats. That's important. They were rebels, they won back.
The way I look at it, 2018 to 2023, the way I'm looking at it, the BJP has made huge gains in all the three regions that we have seen.
Navika, simple summary, हर जगह gap narrow कर दिया. Simple. हर जगह BJP
Last time it was neck and neck. The BJP was 5 behind the Congress party. Is there going to be a repeat? Is there going to be a cliffhanger? How many rebels won? Last time, how many will win? This time, will it go down to the wire? That's the question. Gwalior-Chambal we've seen. Let's go to the next region, which is Madhya Bharat, which is actually the center of India. वो कहते हैं भारत की नाभि है. And this is where the BJP is ahead. 18 to 20 and 16 to 18 to the Congress. The BJP is ahead. Others are at 0. Bipolar contest for the third state in a row. There is nobody in between. 16 to 18, BJP 18 to 20. Will it take an edge? Let's take a look at again the comparison with 2018. 13 to 17, 23 to 19. Now this is where the BJP is slipping a bit. Now,
but they're still ahead of the Congress, and the gap remains narrow.
Slipping a bit here, and the Congress gaining, which is why it's neck and neck.
Yeah, look, in Madhya Bharat, there are seats in and around Bhopal where the Congress has also put in a lot of effort. This is actually the region around Bhopal. It's Bhopal, it's Vidisha, it's those areas. But
and it's also Shivraj's area.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So it will impact on Kaun Banega Mukhyamantri.
Absolutely. So it shows that the Congress strategy could have worked. There is anti-incumbency, a little bit of anti-incumbency also.
Is this what the BJP was saying when it actually fielded all the central ministers, Tushar?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Congress can give up the dream of that 130 plus for now. They were ahead in October.
Basically, you're telling Tehseen.
No, Tehseen is a very realistic person. Tehseen is the only friend even I have in Congress.
He stuck his neck out, which you're chopping, by the way.
Navika, you look at the Malwa-Nimar region. Forget everything. In October, you and I were discussing the same numbers. Congress was winning 2/3 of the seats there. Today, they are down to half. You look at Madhya Bharat, Congress was supposed to make significant gains in Shivraj Singh Chauhan's den. They are not making those gains. Where is that 130 number going to come from? I'm saying, let's give Congress 18 years of anti-incumbency. Let's give them all the benefit of doubt. Where do we give them the seats from?
All right, so let me get in Abbas Haider of the Samajwadi party. Very keenly fought election. And Akhilesh Yadav, Samajwadi party chief's statements in Madhya Pradesh are going to echo in our ears forever and ever, at least till 2024 elections. They're going to be replayed again and again. Abbas Haider, what do you think? Congress or BJP? It's very, very evenly poised at the moment.
Navika ji, if the result is going to be around this exit poll, then I'm sure Samajwadi Party would be at the fulcrum of making the government. If the results are so one thing.
You must ask him which is the region where he believes Samajwadi Party is.
आप मुझे बता दीजिए, आप मुझे बता दीजिए, यहाँ इतनी क्लैपिंग हुई और आपने शरीफ जी आपने दिखाया ही नहीं इतनी क्लैपिंग हुई. Maybe have an encore. आप क्या कह रहे हैं कि अखिलेश यादव is spoiled for choices कि वो मुख्यमंत्री उत्तर प्रदेश क्या ट्राई करें या मध्य प्रदेश?
नहीं, Navika ji, that's not the question. We were fighting for the rights of OBCs for PDA. And Navika ji, both Bharatiya Janata Party and Congress have failed backward communities in Madhya Pradesh. They have not given 27% reservation to the OBC, which was their due. And we have fought for that. And I'm quite sure, Navika ji, that people of Madhya Pradesh have taken Samajwadi Party as an alternative. And on the third, you will see what Samajwadi Party is going to do.
You fought 72 seats. Halfway mark is 115. आप कैसे सरकार बनाने वाले हो मुझे समझा दो.
नहीं नाविका जी, हम ये नहीं कह, हम सरकार उसकी बनेगी जो ओबीसीज को राइट देगा. दिस इज वन थिंग विच इज सर्टेन.
ओके,
एंड सेकंड थिंग नाविका जी,
तो इंडिया अलायंस जिंदा है, ऑक्सीजन पे है या जा चुकी?
India Alliance.
नाविका जी, हमारे देश में there have been three situations when an independent MLA have become the chief minister. It has happened in Jharkhand, in Odisha, and somewhere in Northeast. So Navika ji, you never know what's going to happen. We are fighting for the rights of PDA, and I'm sure people of Madhya Pradesh want the same.
ऑल राइट, वरुण पुरोहित जी, मध्य प्रदेश में अब आपका समाजवादी पार्टी के साथ तो इतना बड़ा डिवोर्स हुआ, अब नेशनली 2024 में क्या होगा इस पर तो बाद में आएंगे, लेकिन आपकी पार्टी के लॉस के लिए शुभकामनाएं दे रहे हैं अब्बास हैदर समाजवादी पार्टी के। क्या होगा कांग्रेस पार्टी का? दोस्त ना रहा?
नहीं नाविका जी, ये तो आपका अच्छा बोलने का प्रेजेंटेशन है, लोगों को अच्छा लगता है। देखिए, ना तो शादी हुई थी जो डाइवोर्स होगा, खाली अलायंस बना था, अभी तो बातचीत चल रही है। 2024 के लिए शादी होगी तो अभी इन चुनावों के बाद
सगाई हुई थी कि नहीं कि रोके पे बात टूट गई?
होता है, क्या होता है ना, बात टूटी नहीं है, रोका, सगाई, शादी, सब जितने भी सेरेमनीज हैं कल 3 तारीख के परिणाम के बाद स्टार्ट होंगी। 2024 के लिए तय किया गया था वो सब, सारा जितना भी आपस की बातचीत चल रही थी इनकी। देखिए, आप 4 राज्यों में कांग्रेस बिल्कुल आ रही है। मध्य प्रदेश आप दिखा रहे हो, सबका हक है अपना अपना एनालिसिस करने का। मध्य प्रदेश में कांग्रेस की 130, 40, 50 तक सीटें आएंगी।
चलिए,
मिजोरम में कांग्रेस आ रही है,
20 का तो आप ही ने
तेलंगाना में
मार्जिन
कांग्रेस
ले
आ रही
दिया।
है। तेलंगाना का जो फैक्टर है, देखिए
अभी तेलंगाना पे जाएंगे, इतनी जल्दी में क्यों है पुरोहित जी? पहले मध्य प्रदेश एनालाइज कर लेते हैं।
जी
बहुत जल्दी में है।
मध्य प्रदेश तो 130 से 150 सीटें कहीं नहीं जा रही हैं। और जहां तक अभी ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया जी की आप बात कर रहे थे, पब्लिक को दल बदलू आदमी कहीं पसंद नहीं आता। माधवराव सिंधिया जी ने भी कांग्रेस छोड़ के पार्टी बनाई थी, फिर उनका क्या शुरू हुआ था? देखिए, एक इंपैक्ट था, जो कांग्रेस में ग्लैमर बना था ना, वो ग्लैमर उनका जीरो हो गया। एक अट्रैक्टिव ग्लैमर था, कांग्रेस में थे तो वोट कैचर बन रहे थे, वहां जाके तो वोट डिस्ट्रॉयर हो गए हैं। तो वहां तो कांग्रेस आप देखिएगा लैंडस्लाइड विक्ट्री आएगी। जो भी डिस्कशन
it's neck and neck for the Congress and the BJP in Madhya Pradesh. I'm not asking you who you are betting on, because you'll bet on the BJP, but I'm asking you, what happens to Shivraj Chauhan if the BJP were to come close to the halfway mark, and has the gamble of fielding all central ministers paid for the BJP?
Well, Navika ji, it suits pollsters and cephalologists to say that it's a cliffhanger or it's very close. But, it can't be a cliffhanger twice over after 2018, because the people of this country and people of Madhya Pradesh are very mature electorally. So you can rest assured that BJP is headed for a comfortable win, at least 130 plus. And like your own findings say, in the traditional strongholds, BJP is very much retaining its vote share, which is Malwa, which is Madhya Bharat. But in Chambal, you are somewhere, obviously the Liberals, the Congress side is underestimating, the Congress side has an angst against Jyotiradity Scindia, but you are underestimating Jyotiradity Scindia ji's impact in the Chambal region. That will be a big surprise, and, that will ensure that we are headed towards a very clear majority. See, when it comes to women empowerment, nobody has done as much as Shivraj Singh Chauhan ji has done in the last 15 years. 1.3
Then why did you not project him as the chief minister? Why did you lose confidence?
No, see, politics after being in power for nearly 2 decades, politics tends to be an evolving situation, and BJP as a party is not centered around one person. If Shivraj Singh Chauhan ji is perfectly okay with it, and if he has led the campaign, nobody can deny the fact that he's the tallest leader of BJP in Madhya Pradesh. whether we announce him as the CM candidate or no, you know, these are matters of strategy, and after being in power for 20 years,
Well,
you need to be very flexible and you need to be very,
strategy
flexible with the strategy.
Really last minute changing of tactics, what has paid for the BJP? Let's take a look at the next region coming up on your screens, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the Vindhya's region. And let's take a look at the numbers here. Oh my God.
Again,
13 to 15, 14 to 16. You know, I'll have no nails left by the end of this evening because look at the numbers and the way they are
Navika,
stacked.
इस region का we'll tell a special feature also to the viewers. ये region in 2018 assembly elections, it went with the Congress, with a slight edge to the Congress. But in the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, this was a region where turnout increased the most. And there was a big sweep in favor of the BJP. So maybe the BJP is really getting a silent voter out here.
You're
Jay, I
getting...
want to ask you one question over here. This is the area that borders Uttar Pradesh.
Yes.
And, you know, we've seen BSP, etc., pick up seats over here in the past. So what are these one or two others? Are these the one or two seats
This is
that
precisely
Mr.
the hope.
Abbas excited?
Absolutely.
Is this part of the 70 that he's projecting?
They won one last time. If they have a hope of two, it is here.
The hope of
It
two
is here.
It is here.
समाजवादी अब्बास हैदर दो तक की गिनती जैम रुख बता रहे हैं. मैं उम्मीद करती हूं आपको 71 के 71 72 मिल जाएं, लेकिन दो अगर हो जाएं तो डबल हो जाएगा आपकी पिछली टैली से. Let's take a look at the comparison in the Vindhya region. Congress was 6 going up to 14, BJP 24 coming down to 15. Now BJP losing in the Vindhya region, reasons, Tushar?
I think the numbers would be a little higher. If they're making the gains they're kind of making in Malwa-Nimar and Mahakoshal region, there is no way the numbers come down here.
Is this a stronghold you're saying?
Yes.
This is where Aam Aadmi Party was also campaigning. Mr. Kejriwal was campaigning in this area.
एक आम आदमी पार्टी का इकलौता मेयर है
So is it possible that all the India allies have actually
So
helped
that's
the
what
BJP
this is called
by
a
cutting the votes of
rainbow
Congress?
area, because there are so many different pocket boroughs out here. That's why here it's a difficult area to predict.
But
as far as
even then the
India.
Congress is gaining huge.
They have made a lot of effort out here because traditionally BJP in 2018 made...
Which means the Congress is eating up the anti-BJP vote, and will that really impact India alliance? Will the regional parties go with the Congress if it is cannibalizing their votes?
यहाँ सपा बसपा को शायद cannibalize किया है कांग्रेस ने. It's their area, SP BSP area.
तो फिर कोई हाथ लगाएगा कांग्रेस को इंडिया गठबंधन?
नहीं, वो यूपी में जगह नहीं देंगे उनको.
वो तो वैसे भी एक दे रहे थे, and now even that they won't give probably.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Tessie.
When I was with you last time when the ETG polls happened, Vindhya still the BJP was in a massive lead. They were about 19 or 20 is what we had projected a month ago. I think you were there. 19 to 20. And since then the Congress did pick that up. They took it seriously and they worked on it. So kudos out there.
So ETG Times Now polls have actually galvanized
make
the
no
cadre.
mistake. They watch all channels and they follow your channel. Make no mistake about it.
Okay. I wish you would say that
I'd
again.
say it on TV.
Mukarrar, encore, whatever, whichever language you would
Which is
want.
why you got Kamal Nath ji to give you an interview, right?
Well, please let's
You
not.
should be happy about it. What?
I'm very happy that I broke the boycott.
He's a good politician.
And
He
after
speaks
that,
very highly
senior
about
leaders
you.
of the Congress scurried around and called up all other chief ministerial candidates कि किसी को भी दे देना, नाविका को मत देना. So that's how persona non grata I am. But what can I say? Vindhya, we've seen the comparison. We're going to the next region, Bundelkhand, very important region. Oh my God. 11 to 13 to the Congress, 12 to 14 to the BJP, 0 to 1 to the others. It's a bipolar contest. किसी और की यहाँ दाल नहीं गल रही. और अब्बास हैदर, क्या कहूं मैं आपसे, मैं चाहती थी आपकी दाल गल जाए लेकिन गल नहीं रही. आप इकलौते पार्टी हैं जिन्होंने बॉयकॉट खोला है, तो मैं बहुत शुभकामनाएं दे रही थी लेकिन दाल गल नहीं रही. बाइपोलर कॉन्टेस्ट लग रहा है.
नहीं नविका, मैं एक क्वालिफायर दूंगा. मधु कोड़ा भी स्वतंत्र एमएलए थे जब वो झारखंड.
He already said that. He said that. Abbas Haider.
And that seat belongs to us, Navika ji, even according to your poll.
Yes.
And the one in Vindhyanchal region also.
यस यस, पर दो सीट से अगर कारवां बनता तो बहुत अच्छी बात होती। मिस्टर राजगोपालन, I know numbers never ever affect you. You go one way. What do you think is going to happen in Madhya Pradesh?
BJP will form the government.
No prizes for guessing.
Wait, let me explain that. Because if you heard Mr. Jyotiradity Scindia's no confidence motion speech, Prime Minister was present. From that you have to calculate, Navika, Jyotiradity Scindia is the hero. In always Jyotiradity Scindia's favor, buy one, get one free. If Madhya Pradesh is there, Jyotiradity Scindia will woo T.S. Singh and form the government in Chhattisgarh also. And जो अब्बास हैदर साहब को मैं नमस्ते करते हुए उनको ये याद दिलाना चाहता हूँ, कमलनाथ ने बोला अखिलेश पिखिलेश किखिलेश, वो अभी काम में आ रहा है अभी।
मैं वरुण पुरोहित जी, राजगोपालन जी बहुत बड़ी बात कह रहे हैं। अगर ज्योतिरादित्य सिंधिया के रीजन में बढ़त हो रही है और वो छत्तीसगढ़ में भी सरकार तोड़ लें तो क्या होगा कांग्रेस पार्टी का?
बाई वन गेट वन फ्री।
बाई कौन सा है?
माधवराव सिंधिया तो बहुत ऑलरेडी बॉट, नो, कांग्रेस तो खत्म हो चुका है, कांग्रेस खत्म, डाउन, आउट।
But like I said, every election, Rajagopalan, goes only one way, which is the Sanghi way. Yes, Varun ji.
नाविका जी,
I'm coming to you, Tuhin. Varun.
नाविका जी, इन्होंने खुद ने कह दिया कि इन्होंने खुद ने कहा कि वी बॉट सिंधिया ऑलरेडी। तो खुद ही कह रहे हैं हम तो खरीद रहे थे, खुद ही अपना प्रिंसिपल दिखा रहे हैं कि इन्होंने खरीद रहे।
राहुल गांधी का तो लॉस है ना वो।
राजगोपालन जी बीजेपी नहीं है, उनका दिल धड़कता होगा बीजेपी के लिए, पर बीजेपी नहीं है, जर्नलिस्ट हैं, सीनियर जर्नलिस्ट हैं, हम सबके गुरु हैं। इसीलिए आप उन्हें बीजेपी की स्टेटमेंट मत मानिए, लेकिन क्या ये जो है छत्तीसगढ़ में भी कुछ हो सकता है? जहां पर वो 40s वाले नंबर आ रहे थे वहां पर क्या होगा, ये देखने की बात है। तुहीन सिन्हा, आपके पास हमेशा एक जोकर इन द पैक रहता है जिससे आप कुछ भी बना लेते हैं। आर यू प्लेइंग फॉर दैट बोथ इन मध्य प्रदेश एंड छत्तीसगढ़?
नाविका जी, उसकी आवश्यकता ही नहीं पड़ेगी, क्योंकि अभी एक पोल आया है, वो बीजेपी को 151 सीट्स मध्य प्रदेश में दे रहा है, और यही एग्जिट पोल जो है 2014 और 2018 में बीजेपी का मेजॉरिटी प्रेडिक्ट किया था इसने। तो 151 सीट्स मध्य प्रदेश में दिए जा रहे हैं। देखिए, मैं एक छोटी सी बात कह रहा हूं,
2018 में तो रॉन्ग हो गया ना, 2018 में तो फिर रॉन्ग हो गया अगर उन्होंने बीजेपी का मेजॉरिटी बताया था।
2019 की बात कर रहा हूं, 2014 और 2019 के लोकसभा इलेक्शन की बात कर रहा हूं, दोनों बार ये सही थे, और अब ये लोग 151 सीट्स दे चुके हैं। चाणक्य पोल की मैं बात कर रहा हूं। देखिए, मैं छोटी सी बात
Jay is the best person to actually respond on that. Jay, when there is an outlier which is so radically different from all the other polls, how much of credence should we give to it?
Just because I'm not in the studio, the scene should not barge in like this.
Complete your point. 1 minute. Complete your point to him. 1 minute. Yes.
There is a simple point that I'm making. You know, we have been in power at the center for 9.5 years, and yet, you know, if you travel across these states, there is no anger against the BJP per se. There is no anti-incumbency.
So you're saying the anger was only against Shivraj Chauhan? That's why you did not project him as the chief ministerial candidate? What are you trying to say?
No, allow me to complete. Anger is only... No, you allow me to complete. No, anger is only against the Congress party for repeatedly misleading the country on every issue, whether it is the caste census, whether it is the economy. आज 7.6% GDP आया है। हमेशा ये कहते हैं कि बेरोजगारी की समस्या है। CMI की रिपोर्ट आप देखिए, CMI 4-year low पर है अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट।
All right. धर्मवीर चौधरी जी बीएसपी के हमारे साथ है। धर्मवीर चौधरी जी, मध्य प्रदेश में क्या अब छोटी पार्टियां, जैसे छोटी पार्टियां मतलब मध्य प्रदेश के लिए छोटी पार्टियां, बीएसपी समाजवादी पार्टी के वोट क्या कांग्रेस पार्टी खा रही है, और क्या रीजनल पार्टीज को इससे कुछ ना कुछ खतरा दिख रहा है?
देखिए नाविका जी, मध्य प्रदेश नहीं, मैं पूरे भारत और ये 5 राज्यों में जो चुनाव हो रहे हैं इसकी बात करूंगा, और आप मध्य प्रदेश पर फोकस किए हुए हैं। ये गांव गरीब के लोगों की, आदिवासी, शोषित पीड़ित समाज, दलित समाज के लिए कांग्रेस अगर सांपनाथ है तो बीजेपी नागनाथ है।
आयो।
और इसमें सहयोगियों का रोल कौन अदा कर रहा है, बीजेपी की सरकार कौन बनवा रहा है, इसको आपको गहराई से देखना पड़ेगा। मध्य प्रदेश में जिस कांग्रेस के नेता के नाम के आगे ही कमल लगा हुआ है, उनकी विश्वसनीयता खतरे में है, और वो अंदर खाने बीजेपी से मिले हुए हैं।
कांग्रेस पार्टी,
समाजवादी पार्टी तो 100% बीजेपी के साथ है।
इतना तो पाकिस्तान में भी
कांग्रेस पार्टी,
कांग्रेस अगर बीजेपी से मिली है तो इस देश की कष्टी कट जाए। एक ही पार्टी का इलेक्शन हो और इलेक्शन में खर्चा भी ना हो, एक ही पार्टी रहे, नेशनल गवर्नमेंट बन जाए। लेकिन धर्मवीर चौधरी जी, मैं मान सकती हूँ कहीं ना कहीं आप परेशान है दोनों से, आपकी किसी से अलायंस नहीं और अपना कुछ बन नहीं रहा, तो आप थोड़े से परेशान लग रहे हैं। लेट्स टेक अ लुक एट द ओवरऑल नंबर्स फॉर मध्य प्रदेश। टाइम टू लुक एट इट। 109 to 125 for the Congress, 105 to 117 for the BJP. This is just so close. 1 to 5 going to the others. Let's take a look at the change in numbers that we have seen in the 2018 elections and 2023 elections. Do we have the comparison numbers, Sharif? If we can pull those out.
It's very interesting.
114 to the Congress party last time, 117 this time, 109, 111 if they are two more.
Yeah.
They're just two more than the halfway mark. BJP just...
The BJP is two more than last time. So BJP also has more hopes than last time.
Because the others have come down. The 7 numbers come down drastically.
So
the room for actually changing.
anything else is if they are at 117, they are past the halfway mark.
Halfway mark.
Unless the party breaks by 1/3.
You have to remember these are ranges. So it can even tweak the other way. This can go to 117, that can also go to 111, which is...
Okay, let's take a look at the vote shares. Plus minus 3.
And difference in vote percentage?
That's what we are looking at. 43.83, 42.23, 0.6.
Yeah.
Very
1.6.
So within that range.
1.6.
It can go either way. That is the, and 13.94 to the others, but very close range of vote share, can flip either way. Sabha, are you guessing this one?
I mean, this is going to be a real upset if the BJP pulls away the state, which I think was always in the realm of possibility, because if there is one state in India which is an integrated BJP state, it is Madhya Pradesh.
And let me also ask you, because I've heard BJP leaders talking about this. What is the minority vote share in the state, the Muslim vote share?
I think it's about 6% if I'm not wrong.
7.
Okay,
7.
Which is the lowest. I was told somewhere in the region of 4 to 5%.
No, it is around 7.
That's Odisha. Odisha is very low.
Okay, so 7%. Is that enough to give, an upset to the BJP? Because...
No, it's not about minorities. I think what Shivraj... he tried to copy Yogi Adityanath, bulldozer, but it's not even, there are not even so many Muslims to mobilize against all over the state. The real thing which would be very interesting for me to see is, has the BJP overcome the challenge in the tribal areas? Because there were lots of atrocities. It was, some of them became public. One BJP associated guy making someone drink urine. All these horrible incidents happened in the Raj of the BJP.
Which he went to and so, Shivraj, I think that was appreciated a lot, where he called that person, he washed the feet. I know it looks like a lot of dramatics, but for the people of the state, it matters a lot that there's the word called paschatap, which means he went and said that I'm sorry what happened. He did that symbolism, which many people think that that's just symbolism. But that's the Shehri log who see it like that. For the people of the state, it mattered a lot that he did that. No, and I think it's a dynamic campaign that the Congress, that the BJP has led out there. Kabhi, they brought the MPs from this parliament to come and campaign to take the election. Sometimes it's the Ladli, and then leaving it unsaid as to who's the chief minister candidate. The prime minister campaigning so much, Amit Shah ji so much that the BJP just kept changing their strategy as the information came in from there.
Let's look at the comparison of the vote shares. 41% for the Congress last time, 43.83 this time, 40.9 for the BJP last time, 42.23. Both have improved their vote shares. Others' vote share has come down, and it is just so close for call. It's a nightmare for psephologists.
Absolute nightmare. I mean, I remember even the last election, Madhya Pradesh was a nightmare. We were doing seesaw seats even on the day of counting till 11 in the night.
Okay, so how many seesaw seats? That will be an important analysis to get. But Tushar, if it's this close, psephology is ultimately the science of projection.
Yes.
Can psephologists go wrong with this kind of a close contest?
Look, they can't go wrong. The projections are not wrong, but the quantification is too hard. For the Congress...
Both are increasing.
Yes. For the Congress, for the last 18 months, it was just one major issue, 18 years of anti-incumbency. The exit polls have devastated that narrative. That narrative is out of the window. The anger against Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the fatigue against the BJP, that's all dismissed. Case over, case closed. Now, what is going to work for the BJP, if at all it works on December 3, is the silent women voter. There are far more women voting for the BJP than for the Congress, and that is the part that's going to be hard to quantify.
All right, let's take a look at the poll of polls, because that's going to tell us when you have such a close contest, what really happens. Times Now is giving the Congress 117, TV9 polls at 116, Republic is giving the Congress party 102 and giving 124 to the BJP, which is a victory for the BJP. Jan Ki Baat 113, too short of the halfway mark, close to our number of 117. News Chanakya is giving 151. India TV CNX is giving 116. This is the outlier. And he is known to have gone wrong several times.
And the outlier changes the final number. The poll of
he's
polls,
always known to give an extreme number. Whichever party, he gives an extreme number.
Sometimes.
So this is actually turned
without Chanakya, if we can do an average, because the others are, no. So let's try and get that number.
Axis has given it massively to BJP. 160 odd, I think. 150 odd.
Yeah.
That's Axis.
Axis is. So Axis and Chanakya may turn out to be, very close, and all of us may turn out to be. Okay. Do we have the Axis numbers also? Can we put in?
BJP has 140 to 162, and the Congress has 68 to 90 for the. For Madhya Pradesh. Axis.
Tehseen Poonawala, in which case I'll have to come to you and ask you, Tera kya hoga Kalia?
To repeat another movie, wahi hoga jo Mansoor Khuda hoga.
But, it is close call. Yeah. It is not the 130. So I want to ask you, do you want to recalibrate your projection? You'll go down fighting.
Go down fighting. I still believe Congress will win Madhya Pradesh 130 plus.
तो हर बार हर इलेक्शन में ये बोलता है.
Yeah, 130 plus.
Hats off to his optimism,
I want to say probably, I think if this is the kind of number which actually happens on Sunday, then I think Kamal Nath's last election in the state, it seems like.
All right, Tushar, you have given the game away. Sabha.
I think if this is what happens, then the Congress, look, the BJP knows what it is doing, it has its ideological parameters in place. Even if there was a question about the leadership, there is the Modi factor, there is a Sangathan that works in coordination. I want to finish this point here. The problem with the Congress is, you say the national leadership says caste census is a big issue. I don't know what is Kamal Nath's caste. What is it? You've taken an old timer, dumped him there.
Dumped him there, he's gone himself.
He's gone there, he has the resources to fight there.
And he's fighting on his own from the stories that I hear.
I know that.
Yeah.
So I'm saying there is a contradiction in what you do and what you say. You have a veteran guy who's not the most charismatic. Yes, he is one of the people who over the years had the resources of the Congress under his
And he's
control.
never lost an election.
He's never lost an election. But if this happens, I'm just pointing out one more thing to you, then on the tribal front, again I repeat, that's going to be very interesting, because 30% of ST atrocities in India took place in Madhya Pradesh.
Well, Sabha, I'll only say this much, that even the last time, in the last 20 years, if the BJP has never lost, the last time it was Kamal Nath who gave the BJP a run for the money, and even if for 1.5 years did become the chief minister. And he is, repeating himself, with not too much help from the central leadership of the BJP.
Of the Congress.
Of the Congress.
But he doesn't seem to want it also.
He doesn't seem to want it.
He didn't seem to want it.
So I would not underestimate him really as an opponent, but has it been just too long? Sometimes,
I think
it becomes a little late. I don't know. It would be sad.
I think I agree with one thing Sabha says. The OBC caste census was not a big issue in Madhya Pradesh because Shivraj Singh Chauhan himself was an AB.
Which he said that old pensions
Exactly.
But to my mind, there are two questions that I want you guys to ponder about, because, this has access numbers as well. Let's take a 151 and 79 is the axis number. So if you replace
140 से 62 है, तो ये mean है.
So Chanakya and axis are on the same. So outlier, there are two outliers, and therefore can go. Only two questions. Only two questions, because I have to run 2 times now, Bharat, for my show there, and I only want to leave 2 questions to you to ponder on. Before Madhav takes over the discussion. The 2 questions are, did the Congress speak early? Number 1.
Yes.
Number 2 question that is very, very relevant. Has the BJP, if it does win Madhya Pradesh, has it snatched it from the jaws of loss because of the change in strategy, without, making Shivraj Chauhan, putting all the central ministers there, ending all the infighting and giving them targets? Well, has that worked? Please debate that. Why do you look at the takeaways? And I'll see you again.
Okay, I'll demystify the outlier.
I just want to add, in fact, you must come in on that, because if we add the other number of Chanakya to this, that 120 could perhaps go up another 4 or 5.
Absolutely. And if you remove the outliers, the 151s, then this number is 111 and this number is 116.
Okay, so then it's advantage Congress.
Advantage, but again a narrow advantage, 5 seats, if you remove the outliers.
And 5 seats, that means Operation Kamal comes into.
There you go.
Yeah. Which Kamal? Kamal Nath or Kamal of the BJP? That's the question. That's the question we've been asking.
But
obviously the Congress has not shown agility to do the same kind of thing unless you look at Karnataka.
Yes.
If DK comes over and decides, okay, he's going to front it, otherwise you're going to have them go to Guwahati all over again.
But he has been active in Telangana, so there's no precluding what could happen.
Doesn't seem to have made any impact as far as Telangana is concerned. DK Shiv Kumar.
Okay.
Whatever the Congress has done on its own.
The Congress had a team which they put together in Karnataka, family, because I've been finding out. That team was rebuffed by Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Please understand this. That strategic
In fact, Mr. Sunil Kanugunu's team...
It went to work. It gave a very good script for Telangana. The 2 guys, Ashok Gehlot to really rebuff them. Kamal Nath also didn't want much input.
Because Kamal Nath himself feels that he can manage the state.
I'm just giving you the facts.
In fact, the team advised sacking about 60% of the MLAs.
Yes.
And that was there was a big rebuff.
Which is not right to put on air, because people tell you in confidence things what has happened internally.
Right. Yeah.
Kamal Nath kept up modicum of civility with them. Ashok Gehlot almost let that go.
Okay. Tushar, you want to come in on this bounce back of BJP? Because, 6 months ago, we all thought of a very different scenario. What all changed? One, of course, MPs and central ministers contesting, Shivraj not being projected. What all was done? And the Prime Minister, of course, campaigning on ground. What all really changed it in your view?
The biggest change happened in the Gwalior-Chambal region, where the majority of the centre ministers went. When that move happened, everyone debated, oh, the BJP is scared, they are desperate. All sorts of words and phrases were used. But that has worked in their favor. On the ground, it has worked in their favor. There were some attempts by the Congress, some videos were leaked of certain ministers' son. All those things happened. Nothing resonated with the ground. Nothing resonated on the ground. But Madhav, one important question I have. The results are one thing. We'll see on December 3. The exit polls have their projections. The Congress would be looking at the vote share right now. What would they be thinking for the elections that are 4 months from now?
Okay.
That is the important question. Because after 18 years of anti-incumbency, if you can't snatch a state, which you were supposed to, this is the same discussion we had during the Uttarakhand elections also.
Okay.
Why is the Congress again and again snatching defeat from the jaws of victory? They did that in Punjab, They did that in Uttarakhand, they did that in Goa, now they are probably doing it in Madhya Pradesh.
Tehseen, it used to be said about the Indian cricket team. I'll just allow Tehseen to come in since that's a direct question to the Congress and then I'm coming to you. Tehseen.
I still believe very firmly Kamal Nath ji will take oath as Chief Minister in Madhya Pradesh. I'm very, very firm on that.
And you believe there are two outliers? You believe there are two outliers and both those outliers are wrong?
I believe you can make errors, and I believe in Jay completely. I have absolute faith in Jay and his ability to predict elections. Okay. My faith is total in Jay.
This is not my poll, but greatly appreciated.
ETG
you know, before leaving, Navika was talking about this strategy. You know, when we started Madhav in the evening at 7 p.m., we were talking in terms of, you know, not projecting Shivraj as the Chief Minister candidate. Maybe that didn't work for the BJP because there was disgruntlement. Maybe the verticals in the BJP, you know, saying, agar hum jeet bhi jate to Shivraj ji nahi banenge, so why should we campaign? Those kind of things. And then they brought Kailash Vijayvargiya, they brought the 3 ministers. So they brought all this. Now, if they lose, that will be seen as that's the reason that they lost. But if they win, these are going to be considered the Chanakya Niti of the BJP to be dynamic and bring in these new fangled methods of, you know, correcting the strategy and midstream to win. And maybe anti-incumbency was defeated by not projecting Shivraj ji as the Chief Minister candidate.
Possibly.
Maybe they did that.
Possibly. Jay, you want to comment on that, you know, in terms of the change of strategy? This is something we've seen BJP do in many elections. They've done this, they get the feedback from ground, they quickly change course and manage to bring in a winning strategy. Has that happened over here? Of course, we'll know only on the 3rd, but it does.
No, but a couple of things. First, sensing the anti-incumbency against the Chief Minister, sort of relegating him to the background. Second, 39 assembly tickets declared 3 months in advance. This is like the BSP, you know, declaring a year in advance. You know, okay, these 39 we've never won, or, you know, they actually won only 1 out of that 39 before. And they said, okay, let's get into them with a target.
Never happens in any state.
Never happens. This is unusual for the BJP. You know, in Gujarat, BJP was the latest to declare tickets. So, giving those 39 in advance. Third, working on the social engineering. Where is the, do you need to overtly or covertly engineer a GGP-BSP alliance to split the votes? Right? I think all that sort of mobilization could have worked in favor of the BJP, or at least help them narrow the gap.
Okay, मैं जाऊंगा तो बहुत याद आऊंगा Shivraj saying publicly that itself, many said, was an indication of, you know, what's going on in the mind of Shivraj Singh Chauhan, because he's probably been given an indication that you can contest, but in terms of being the face of this campaign, you're not going to be there. Tushar.
Maybe he'll last for another 6 months until the 2024 elections. There's still bigger job at hand for the BJP. But after 18 years, in India, there are 2 ministers who have the most powerful political CVs. One is the Prime Minister, and after him, it has to be Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Of course, they would want a bigger role for him going forward after 2024. And after 18 years, Madhav, look, you're not banking on Shivraj Singh Chauhan to win you the election in, or rather defend the election in 2027, if it comes to that, or 2028, pardon me. So you have to look at the future. MP is another fortress like Gujarat. The BJP would want to cultivate going forward. And they, as Tuhin also pointed out correctly, the politics is an evolving situation. After the Karnataka jolt, I think we're also underestimating what BJP felt after the Karnataka defeat. I think that is where the tables really turned for the BJP, where they realized, okay, we need to sense the sentiment on the ground. And maybe our Chief Minister has given his best for the 18 years, but we need to respect what the public also wants. So the whole double
Also for 2024, if I may say, I think it's going to be all hands on deck to win 2024. So if Shivraj has delivered, Shivraj has delivered Madhya Pradesh, if he has delivered Madhya Pradesh to the BJP, then maybe they have somebody else as Chief Minister, and Shivraj's task will be to get maximum numbers for 2024 elections, which I think will be the case in many other states.
Okay. Well, how does it actually roll out? Will it be 3-1? Will it be 2-2? And how does that really impact on how all sides, the BJP, the Congress, and whether regional parties, in terms of how they perceive the outcome of this assembly election? We'll be bringing to you more details. Telangana is going to come up next. But for the moment, we're slipping into a very quick break.